Excuse me?
What? We've just had a big pasta meal and everyone's a little tired.
have kind of a food coma right now, full of pasta.
Welcome back to the People Who Poo Podcast, inspiring shit from everyday people. New here? Hit that subscribe button. Today we have two of my favorite people on this planet right now, Aggy and Esteve. Together, Agua Freda. Definitely my favorite people to stalk on Instagram because they're just always doing cool shit. Currently on the Portuguese coast running skate deck design workshops in surf camps and living out of their van, I got to catch up with these guys just before they left. We went and had a bunch of pasta and then sprawled around the couch so they could tell me how they met, what led them up to this project, what other projects they were involved in, and why not to park your van next to a river. Please enjoy my chat with Aggy and Esteve.
Remember to always be true, no matter what you do.
What's going on here?
People who poo.
What is this?
Stop what you're doing and listen.
Sorry, I'm giggling so hard.
I was laughing. Okay.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Aggy and Esteve from I'm Aboards and Aggy Puff, aka Agua Freda. Welcome
Agua Freda
back.
in the house.
Yeah. Welcome back to the podcast. This will
Thank
be
you.
the first time anyone sees or hears you, but you were here before and I messed it all up and lost the audio. So thanks for coming back
No worries.
and doing it again. Since then, you've got some new developments too. You guys are just about to pack up the van and head to Portugal.
Correcto.
Yeah, sure.
What's that about?
You go?
So I don't know if you guys know, but last summer we took a trip where we were traveling between France, Spain, and Portugal, giving I'm Aboard workshops.
Yep.
So this year we're going to repeat that, but we decided that Portugal was the coolest place. Well, the one that we liked the most. So we're just going to be renting an apartment and traveling from surf camp to surf camp, giving workshops about handmade skateboards.
Which, if people are watching on YouTube, there's one behind here to give a bit of an example. That's my girls. That's Katie's. So, what exactly are I'm Aboards?
Excuse me?
What? We've just had a big pasta meal and everyone's a little tired.
have kind of a food coma right now, full of pasta. So yeah, you go take it like
I'm Aboards. Okay, maybe people can see what it is, but what makes an I'm Aboard an I'm Aboard?
It's a handmade little cruiser.
Sexy skateboard made by hand with passion.
Where are they made?
In Barcelona.
Yeah.
In Catalunya.
Nice.
Best country. Best place.
Don't get political.
Hi, Mom.
Okay, cool. So I'm Aboard workshops in Portugal. And this last year, you guys already did this, but you did some of France. Basically what you did, and correct me if I'm wrong, you both had regular jobs. You were dating but didn't live together, and then said, fuck it, let's both quit our jobs, live together in a van and travel all summer doing workshops and see if the relationship and our bank accounts survive.
Not really.
Sounds like you're overthinking it.
Not
I'm
really.
trying to make a movie out of it.
Not
yeah,
really.
that sounds like a
Basically,
Hollywood movie.
but
With more like
probably gonna have like two different options from my point of view. Is that Agatha, she was having not a trouble, but she was not really enjoying your job, more or less, and she wanted to have something different, something.
No, I mean, I
You want to
used to
travel?
I used to love my job, but I just wanted
to change a little bit, let's say, to
Swap.
travel and start to do other stuff. I'm wrong, more or less. I'm saying that's my point of view. Anyways,
A little throw under the bus there, but more or less.
no, that's my point of view. She wanted to travel, and I wanted to keep doing my job. Basically, when you are starting your own business, you need to keep pushing, and at the beginning, you need to push double. So, for one side, she wanted to travel. For other side, I wanted to keep doing workshops and keep pushing I'm Aboards. So we came with this idea to do workshops on surf camps, and one of my good friends, Chue, he works with Dream Sea Surf Camps. So
Shout out Chue.
yeah. So we sent some emails, and we decided to do workshops with other Dream Sea camps. So we were like, it was perfect because for one side we were traveling and having fun, and for the other side I was working. So both of us were happy with it.
exactly an excuse to combine work and travel.
Exactly. Definitely.
Nice. So you said when you start a business, you've got to push. And how did Aim Aboard start?
It started on my balcony. Well, first it started on my bedroom 3 years and a half ago, shaping a skateboard with the shape of a potato, like really bad shape. And now it's my way of life. And I don't know, the beginning was really hard, but now it's perfect.
That's good. We're loading photos. It's recording.
Okay.
Otherwise, I'll get you guys back again if it doesn't record. And now it's your way of life. Yeah, nice. So you predominantly work a lot over Instagram, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if anyone wants to follow,
It's I'm a boards.
AYMA.
Yeah, BORDS.
Board spelt with an S, not any cool like Z thing.
Like street dogs.
Yeah, Street
Follow.
Dogs. Oh, that's another one. These guys have another little side project called Street Dogs. Street Dogs.
Maybe
Crew.
don't follow that one.
Don't follow that one. I'll put the tag on that one too if anyone wants to find you there. But that one's a little darker, let's say. And what's your tag, Aggie?
At Aggy Puff.
All right. And you started on your balcony or in your house shaping a potato. How did it develop from a potato to the sexy little shred sticks that everyone loves now?
Well, that's more like a deep part of Aima, let's say, or of myself. Basically, 3 years and a half ago, I was not having my best time. I don't know why, but I had friends, I had flatmates, I had cash, I was working, I was just going party, girls, whatever, but I was not feeling kind of complete.
Mm-hmm.
So I just found one day walking in Raval, I found a lot of wood on the street, and I have to say that the day before, I ran into my flatmate room and he had a jigsaw. So I kind of connect my passion, which is like a sport that is involved a board under your feet, like a surf, snow, skate. So I don't know. I just decided to shape my first skateboard, and it came with something like I was having so much fun doing it. Meanwhile I was not thinking. Meanwhile I was not shaping it, I was not thinking about what was going on me on that time. So that was a perfect way to skip the reality and start to having fun. So I started shipping my first skateboard, second one, third one. I started to sell my first boards, and like this, it came and keep going, and it became my profession.
Nice, man. Yeah, could have been drugs.
Yeah, could be.
But now you gave it a little twist because, as it turns out, people are even more interested in learning how to do something themselves rather than like buying an object from somebody.
Yeah.
So you decided to focus a lot on the workshop part, which is really cool because it's really nice in Barcelona. That's a total surf skate city, but also you can actually do it anywhere. That's why we took advantage of that and then took a little road trip doing that.
Exactly.
Yeah, so if anyone's going to be in surf camps in Portugal this summer,
Might come across.
want to do your own little sweet shred stick for yourself or for someone. Yeah. That's a cool concept too, because everyone likes handmade stuff, and the fact that I can like hit you up on Instagram and say, hey, my sister in Australia, she loves dolphins. You do a sweet board, Aggie does a sweet design, and then I look really good because I've got this super heart.
You're welcome.
Nice. So how did you start out, Aggie? Because you didn't start making surfboards, did you? Skateboards, sorry.
No, this was kind of Esteve's excuse for us to go out. He's like, hey, baby.
You're going to pay my skateboard?
Exactly. But I'm actually a graphic designer, and I do illustration, and we also do murals together. We actually just did Persiana, which is a shutter for Carlos and Matilda. Shout out to them.
Shout out to Matthew and Carla. Yeah, those on YouTube as well will see... if I can work out the technology, hopefully there'll be a little time lapse of you guys painting that. But yeah. So basically, I moved to Barcelona. I always loved drawing and painting, and went to a design school. Did my master's. Now I'm focused in gastronomy, but I'm still a graphic designer, and I draw and do all sorts of stuff. Everything from like designer pants, like redesigned jeans and jackets. I should have worn them. You should have worn them. Yeah, you were wearing them earlier. We'll put a photo up. And through to menu designs, through to graffiti walls, logos, identities, stuff like that. Now I'm into ceramics. Ceramics, side gig. There's always seafood involved, or there's often seafood involved. I'm obsessed with fish, so I try to throw that element in whatever I can. Nice. And you sort of said you're from Barcelona, Catalan, Polish, Canadian? Correct. How did you two meet? I know this story, but I want to hear it again because I like it every time
On
I hear
Tinder.
it. Tinder. That's not true.
No, I go.
No, you go.
It's too long for me. Go.
We met on the subway.
Yeah.
Everybody knows the story.
Not
It's like,
everybody. Auntie Mary doesn't know this story, so Auntie Mary is going to hear it here live.
It's like the most romantic and cute
Yeah.
story, but I'll try to make it short. So ages ago, when I used to study in ID, and Esteve, I used to live in actually the house where we live in
Yeah.
we
where
live in right now. We bumped into each other a couple of times on the subway, but didn't talk because I didn't speak Spanish. He didn't speak English. It's more like a kind of wink, awkward
Yeah.
smile.
Yeah.
Keep the microphone.
Sorry. I always do that. So, nothing. We never spoke. We just kind of like winked at each other. And then he dropped out of school. Ages later, we run into each other at a club, Apollo. And I think it was Nasty Mondays.
Yeah, probably.
Which
Shout out to Nasty Mondays.
shout out to Max, who's now rocking one of your jackets, which
Correcto.
is a nice twist on the.
Exactly. So, anyways, we bumped into each other. Didn't really speak. Exchanged Facebooks, kind of like drunken encounters. Someone screaming "Chica del Metro" across the club. Anyways, so then a few years later, run into each other in the water in France surfing. Just kind of a crazy coincidence.
And yeah, we
Slash-
start bumping into each other
Exactly.
in super random places in France or in Barcelona or in art galleries or stuff like that. And also on that time is when I was starting shipping my first skateboards, and I was like publishing, like updating or posting, on Instagram, and she started liking all my skateboards.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was the same guy. I just somehow ended up following this skate brand, and I really loved their stuff. And I'm not shy with liking, so I just like liking the fuck out of his profile. Now, when I look back, it's a bit much. But then he was like, "Okay, let's
It's
see
time.
what's the deal."
And yeah, I was like, yeah. But also on that time, my English was way better.
Your English was better then.
No, like better than the day we met on the
Yeah.
subway.
Ah, okay.
Because the day we met on the subway, he thought like, "Oh, she's for sure from abroad, so I'm not gonna talk."
Yeah.
And then he finally got the courage to be like, "Hey, what's up?"
Yeah, that was the beginning, and 3 years later, we're still together
After doing a whole summer in a
in
van,
a band. Yeah, man.
which you
That was honestly the easiest part of a relationship.
yeah. Look at
No.
the.
What?
Yeah, okay. There might be a difference in opinion there, but or at least you told me the first couple of days where like you realize, you know, what you have and you don't have, and first couple of days is hard, no?
Yeah, first night was full of stress. We were really cold. We parked in a really bad spot, and we forgot our sleeping bags, or like locked ourselves out of the house. Whatever, complicated story. And you know, you're just like really stressed about everything, that it just builds up, and we were like really just cranky and not having a good time. But then I don't know, 2 nights later, you realize how lucky you are, and that actually none of this city bullshit matters, and we just started enjoying, you know, waking up with the sunrise and stuff like that. So
The thing is that what happened is that we just started with the worst idea ever. We're like complete noobs, or como se diga. And we park in front of a river, like in a really green spot. So we didn't realize, but at night it's really humid. We didn't have any blankets or anything, so we're like freezing.
mosquitoes, I got
We're like
allergies.
Worst option ever. That's the one we took the first night. Then after that, everything was perfect. But the first night was really hard. Really, really,
When
really
we
hard.
finished the trip, I was so sad. I was crying. And
Yeah.
we almost like stayed in Portugal, never came back. So last minute we were like, yeah, you know what? We have all this crap in Barcelona. Let's at least figure out what to do
I
next.
like that. Not we have all these friends. We have all this crap. We have all this crap. We need to go back and get our shit that we didn't
No,
need
friends,
all summer.
friends. I meant to say friends.
Yeah.
Shout out to Tere, Ola, and Lucio.
Lovely. Nice. A lot of people talk about the van a bit because you're basically a carpenter, so you have a big advantage, I would assume, when you're going to deck a van out yourself and be able to live in it. Hashtag van life, ooh, which everyone's getting into now. You have all these people on Instagram going crazy about van life.
Yeah.
So, did you have any car troubles? Because I know you have been lately. No car troubles?
Well, I mean,
What's your tips for people who want to do this? Like, you're going to live in a van, other than don't park next to a river.
my tips would be like
Get a van on Wallapop.
yeah,
Deck it out really cheap. We did something cool, which was like 2 levels. So one level was the bed and then storage under the bed. Our van is actually quite small, which I think it's also a pretty good tip, so that the police won't catch you in the city, because you can just pull off being
make
a
sure
normal
that
car.
your van looks like a carpenter van or a
Mudanza van.
Mudanza van, something like this. Don't show that it's like a van for van life, traveling, sleeping there. That's one of the main reasons.
Don't put like stickers of every place you've been over the
Yeah.
van.
No, exactly.
Exactly.
And also, when you do that kind of stuff, like you put all the stickers that you've been around, that shows that people is living there. So it means like maybe computer are there, money is there, cell phones,
Yeah,
whatever.
you might get
so
robbed.
you can get robbed easily. But if you show it's like a normal van, it's
If you
fine.
put like a sticker of a removal company on the back of the van.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
actually,
That is
speaking of
smart,
that,
actually.
that happened to me like a couple of years back. I went on a road trip with my friend Annika, and we decided to go very last minute, and we couldn't rent a car because they were already rented out and so expensive. So we just ended up renting a Mudanza van from like our neighbor.
Mudanza is removal for anyone who doesn't speak Spanish.
Sorry, sorry. I
How
just
is it in
Removals. Or
removals. Like when you move from one place to another and
Okay.
you need
Move
somebody
house.
to
Yeah.
remove-
transport your stuff.
All right.
In Barcelona, it's called Mudanza, and we ended up renting one of those and just camping out for a month in like surf spots. That was hilarious.
Nice. So hot tip, don't look like you're doing what you're doing.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Nice. And so last year you did surf camps around Spain and Portugal. This year you're sticking to Portugal. Where exactly can people see you?
Baleal,
Which
which
is
is like in the bit like 1 hour north from Lisbon.
uh-huh.
And it's perfect because all the surf camps that we're gonna be doing workshops this summer, they're around there. So it's gonna be 1 hour up or 1 hour south driving. So that's especially what we wanted.
Cool. And for the future, you do this for the summer. What are your, like, either as Agua Freda together or I'm aboards?
Are you asking for our 5-year plan?
3 to 5 year plan, then we'll need a 10-year plan, and then where you
Yo,
plan to
man,
Yeah,
I don't
list
know.
my,
I don't know what I'm gonna
weaknesses
do
and-
next week. So
Yo, what
I
the
can't
fuck,
fucking
dude?
answer it in 5 years.
Aggie's like creeping further and further out of the shot, by the way, on the camera.
Oh, yeah. That voice
No.
from under the couch.
Okay, this way. Do you have any dream collaborations? Because you two have like worked together now on certain things. You've worked separate on certain things. Do you have like either a photographer you'd love to work with, or another designer, or another guy who makes something?
So since we're doing this promo thing, shout out to Casa de la Fusta, which is a new company of Esteve. He's basically collaborating with 2 other carpenters. 3 other carpenters also based in Barcelona, and they did a little collective called Casa de la Fusta, and they're House of Wood in Catalan, and they're gonna be organizing all kinds of workshops. So like what I'm Aboards is, but on a bigger scale, where you can come up with an idea and they will make it happen.
Yeah.
Or I don't know, learn how to make your own cutting board, closet, bed, whatever.
Nice. We'll put a link up for that too.
That's Esteva's plan for collaborations. No?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just talking for you because you have more interesting stuff.
Perfect. No, for me, it's perfect. You know
And,
me.
he's still digesting the pasta.
Yeah, I think so. I'm just like, oh fuck, still my pasta on my belly. So go.
And you made a snowboard, dude. You made a fucking snowboard. I don't know anyone who's made a snowboard.
Legend.
I just, I do what I want. That's the only thing.
Yeah, I would love to make a car, but I fucking can't.
Well,
A snowboard's difficult. You're not just in wood there. You've got rails.
you know
you've
what
got-
happened, Daniel? That I'm so Catalan that I don't want to spend cash in other stuff. So I thought like, yo, I know how to work with wood. Why I don't try to make my own snowboard? It would be cheaper than buy a new snowboard. That's why I did the snowboard. Actually came with the worst idea ever because it came
More
more
expensive.
But I had so much fun.
Yeah, dude. There's clips of that on your Instagram. Like that works.
Yeah.
If I made a
Definitely.
snowboard,
Of course.
I would not be having fun. But yeah. What about you, Aggie? Then?
So about collaborations in the future and stuff, no?
Yeah,
That was
or
the
in the
question?
past.
In
But
the past. Well, right now I'm working. So I don't know if you know, last year I made a calendar It was about seasonal fruits and veggies. So again, what I love, design and food.
What do you mean you don't know if I know? You know, I know because I have 4 family members who have the calendar, but maybe the people at home then. For the people at home, yeah.
You know what I'm saying. So I made this calendar last year, and that was a really cool opportunity to collaborate with a lot of amazing cooks or just normal people that love to cook here in Barcelona. So I'm trying to take that to another level and make it a bit more complete, and maybe not only like 12 recipes, but a whole lot for about touching different topics, like not only seasonal fruits and veggies, but also kind of like how to live zero waste and how to make your own cosmetics and stuff like that. So
yeah, that was super cool because it was vegan, not just vegetarian,
exactly.
right?
Yeah.
A vegan calendar with like the seasons.
Oh yeah, you made a recipe.
Graphics for the season.
This month, no?
Yeah.
We have to make it.
You have to make it. Tepache. It's a fermented Mexican drink. But that could be something cool for any people who want to get involved on Instagram as well, like send you recipes or something.
Yeah.
True.
I actually already managed to talk to a couple of really cool people. There's this cool chick that I went to her Indian food workshop with Katie. Her name is Angelina, and she's an amazing chef, and she's going to be most likely giving me a recipe for the next calendar. So I'm trying to find people that actually are a little bit more known so that there would be like that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good.
Happy
So
days.
fun. Happy times.
Well, guys, thank you so much for coming in. Sorry to do it right after you had a pasta and you're like almost falling
It's
asleep.
over?
You want to talk about more things? We can talk about more things.
How are you, Daniel?
I'm really good, but this is like we keep it on this side. But what would you like to talk about, Esteve? Have you got more?
No. I'm just thinking about the bed over there and have a little nap. That would be amazing. But
A little nap and then we do a part 2.
No, but there will be a part 2, right?
There will be a part 2. So that's the deal. No, the deal is I'm gonna go and see you guys in Portugal, do one of these workshops with you, and then see how you guys are over there. Basically, see if who knows, maybe Aggie will be in Poland because shit hit the fan. The van broke down. You guys like have big problems.
could be.
Or maybe you'll just be like buying a house in Portugal because you love it so much, and you decided that all the crap / friends
And
here
we made millions on the skate workshop.
Also
So
could be.
exactly, and you
Who
ditch all your
knows?
friends here and all your shit here, and then
Yeah.
I can't believe I said that.
Yeah,
I
well-
meant France. I really did.
yeah, this is going to be on YouTube forever. So podcast apps later. Amazing, guys. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
We'll put the tags below for people to follow you wherever they want, but easiest is Instagram. Shout it out anyway.
Aggie Puff, Agua Freda, I'm aboards. You'll see
Street
the
Dogs Crew.
Yeah.
Street Dogs.
Wow, you guys are present on Instagram. Thank you again. Muchas gracias.
No.
Visca Catalunya. Lliure.
If you made it this far, please let me know what you thought in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Bye, Felicia.
Remember to always be true, no matter what you do.
What's going on here?
People who poo.
What is this?
Stop what you're doing and listen.
You say hi.